So in today's class, what we're going to do is we are going to uh, customize our trading platform, setting up a trading tools we are going to be using to trade, and we do some analysis and we place some trades. Okay. So the first thing to do is you put your mouse anywhere on your screen. You right click. I'm using Meta 4, but Meta 4, Meta 5 is the same thing. So you click on property, and when you click on property, everything I'm doing here, I'll be seeing the visual, so that you don't go back and front. So I normally like my background to be black. I want my foreground to be white. Okay, so I come to my background, change it to black. I come to my foreground, I change it into white. Then I love my candle, bullish candle to be green. I like my bearish candle to be red. So bullish candle up is green already. Bearish candle, I will change it to red. Then bullish candle is the same thing as bar up, okay? Bar up. So I change it, it's already in green, so it's okay. Then I change my bearish candle, which is down candle, I'll change it to red. So from there now, I'm seeing my graph will look like this, okay? Now, I'll come to common on this tab. What I don't like to see, I don't like to see separator. I don't want to see grid. Then I will come back to colors. Then I will say, okay. So my graph will look like this. This is the way I want to see my graph. This is the way I love to see. But it doesn't mean that everybody should. Oh. So it doesn't really mean that everybody must have the same look. Sorry, let me quickly accept a bit. Okay. So okay, right. So it will look like this, but like I said, it's not everybody must look the same. Then I don't like I don't like indicator that came with it. I removed the indicator. Did you see what I did? I just right click and pull it out. Then I want my candle to be a little bit bogus. And this one is just is a candle that is doji. All those ones is candle patterns. You can see that this one they are not growing. They are not growing. That's why they are color blue. So and it's 1 minute. If I put it on 30 minutes, you may not even see it clearly again. You can see this is open and close at the same price. We call them doji, flying angles, whatever. I don't really train candle patterns. I don't have time for my trading strategy. Doesn't go along with candle patterns. But all those ones are another pattern. So we see our 4 hours, our daily time frame. Our daily time frame. We see our weekly time frame. We see our monthly time frame. So because we are day traders, okay, we would normally like to be using daily candles. Okay. So now we have prepared our interface for trading. So I have 2 software that I'm going to introduce to us. One is indicator, one is EA. You see, the EA, I programmed it in such a way that you make your decision based on the direction you want to go in the market. Then you tell the software to do it. Then when software did it, you can close your laptop, walk away and go and do your daily job. I'm going to show everything. But if you want to do that, you need VPS. Because many people, I used to tell them, when you want to use robots, you need VPS. Unless you know that you have stable internet connection at home, that no matter what happens, the internet connection will not stop. Because once internet connection stops, robots stop working. As I'm talking to you now, I have 2 ISP, but I'm running my trade on VPS. So you may have VPS, but you are entitled to get all the software. So, but now we have informed you. So now, I want to install these 2 software, one indicator, one robot. 2 of them are robot because they are software, but indicator will just paint idea for you, robots help you to trade.
I believe all of them, they do have the software, right?
No, they don't have the one I want to. So now, let me go to, it's like people at home are not seeing the screen. What happened? Are you seeing the screen?
What you're seeing on the screen, it was there, you removed it.
No, I didn't see it before.
It was there.
Okay.
You removed your other gadget that was doing the presentation.
I'm coming. I need to say this. It's like me and you, we need to sit down. I know how to do all this thing. You know me, it's beyond my capacity, this thing. I think after today, we need to know how to do that. Okay, I think, it's on now. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to come to when I send you indicator, I will send it to the group. Okay, when you download it, some computer download on download folder, like my own computer. Some computer download to documents. So you must know where your computer download your stuff. Then you go there, which I'm going to show you mine now. The software I'm going to install for us is these 2 software, these 2. So, and you have to know how to do it. We first of all, we need to see our navigator folder window. For you to see your navigator window on MetaCode 5, is Control N. Okay? Because it's a little bit hidden. But here on Meta 4, you can press this navigator, you see. Then the navigator will come here, show here. So there are 2 major tools that we use in trading. There were 3, but one is not common. Script. I don't write script. I write main code. Then we have Expert Advisor and we have Indicator. Okay? So now, for you to install any one of them, you go through the file, you come to data folder, you open it. This is my data folder. You come to MQL4. If it is MT5, you come to MQL5. Everything is in that manual. There's a manual in the group already. I've done both. Because the reason why I'm saying that, I told Tani, I told them that we just signed a deal with the new broker on Friday. This broker used MT4.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has both.
They have both. But they emphasize on MT. Most majority of us use MT4.
MT4 is more user friendly. It's the older one, so people are more comfortable.
So you click MQ4. Then if you see inside this folder of MQ4, we have export and we have indicators. Okay? So you must know which of the software you want to install is Expert. Which of them is indicator. If you put indicator in Expert, it will not run. If you put Expert in indicator, it will not run. So, first of all, I will do indicator. Don't mind me, I have a lot I'm doing. I drop here, but let me come back to where I keep my indicators. Sorry. People at home will not see what I'm seeing, what you are seeing here now, because I'm not sharing all this. Okay, let me come to download. Let me come to my MT4, MT5 tools. Then I need this. This one is indicate. I mean, this one is robot. It's a pure robot. Okay, so I'm putting that one. Let me see if I've not messed up this folder. MT4, MT5. Let me see.
So he's copying the file. You can see it.
I just copy. Sorry, Control C. I don't supposed to use it. Second time I want to copy, I'll show you what to do. I'm sorry. It's already in my brain, so sometimes. So I said Expert, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm coming to Expert. In most cases, in computer operation, we have what you call file handling. Because as time goes on, you are in this business, you see a lot of things you want to try. So you have to learn how to do file handling. For example, I'll have to come to here, create a new folder, okay? And I'll call this folder class folder. Or let's say classroom. Enter again. Then I paste what I copy. Then I paste it inside. What did I do? I make sure I keep it in a folder where I will see it. That one is computer literacy something, you know? Because everything you are giving, if you are just pumping them, the day you want to see, you don't know which is which. So I keep this one in the folder. Nothing big deal. I just keep it in the folder. Then I come back to this. I come to S&D, MA, copy. I will right click on it. Right click me, you use the second button. Then I click on copy. I'm not sure if I did the right thing. I mean, I click on, okay, copy. Then I go back to the folder, classroom folder. I'm not going to put it there. Remember, it's Expert. I'll come back to MQ4. Then that one is indicator. Then I click classroom also. Then I say indicator. I paste it. Okay. So I've pasted Expert Advisor, I've pasted indicator. So I can close this and close this. Now I'll come to the platform. I'm gonna write, because already I'm running the platform. So the platform will not see what I copied now. So for you to see it, I'll come to indicator, right click on it, I'll refresh. Come to Expert, right click on it, I'll refresh. Now, if I click this plus sign, I'll see what I've copied now. You see, this is the classroom. Click beside it, this is the software indicator. I'll drag it. Click and drag to the chart. If you cannot do this, because many people find it difficult to click and drag. You click on it, you right click, and you say attach to chart. You see? So I attach it to chart. I want to make this place false. Zone show week. I don't want weak zone on the price. Untested, I don't want untested. I think this is the only thing I need to change. I'm recording the video, I'm still uploading the video so that you can go back if there's anything. Inside the software, there are a lot of things I coded there. But the most important thing I want to show us now is here. Though the value is right. You remember the last trading we did? Daily is 50 SMA. 4 hours is 12. 1 hour is 48. 15-minute time frame. I'm talking about this time frame. The kind of moving average you want to see printing on them. Instead for you to be, remember that we normally do it manually that time. That's why I code it, so that to make trading easy for you. The experience should be easy for you. Then 15 minutes is 192, 5 minutes is 576. And we are using simple moving average of the price when the price is closed. The method is simple moving average. Because I must tell you what you are using so that you don't just use things you don't understand. So, the width of the line should be 2. You can change it if you like. You can change it to whatever thing you want. Show box. Yes, I want the box to be showing. Trigger candle numbers. I want it to be 3. And color box. It depends. You can change the color box to whatever thing you want, but I'm gonna change mine to maybe something white because of my black background. Okay. So let's say white, and sometimes blue is very beautiful on it. Then I want my line to be blue. It's better for both of them to be the same color. You will see what is going to print on the screen when I'm done. Then the line width maybe 2. If it's not okay for you for 2, you can. And other thing, you can leave it like this. And the one I'm just lay emphasis on is these 3 alert settings. If you want to be receiving emails on the move, you will remember that if you put this on your VPS, every time your account is alive. But if you are trading at home, you switch off or internet went off, then your account is dead. But it is only server. What I put this for is that he can send you email. Like Tandy, when he got emails from different people, he has customized the alert. You can customize your alert. Maybe when the email comes, I know in those days of Nokia, I have one Nokia that I put there. When email come or SMS come, you say, excuse me, boss. You get SMS message. You can do something like that that will let you know that it's your trading messages that is coming in. So we are still going to go to how to set up those ones in the future, not today. So if I want to be receiving mails, I will set this one to true. Okay? Set notification mode. That one, most of us use it, but it's not too much effective. If you look at my accounts, this my Deriv account now, if I click on it, if you come to messages here, I click terminal, you see a lot of messages today. But sometimes the problem of this is, if alert comes now, it can delay up to 5 minutes before you see. So we normally call it push notification mode. If you see, anytime anything happens, it will tell me, did something, buy boom, buy something sell, account close at profit, it will be showing me. That is notification, okay? So if you want notification, you set it to true. But if you are in front of your computer, that's okay, you are in front of a computer, you are trading in front of a computer, pop alert will be true. That one will be pumping out in front of you. It's not necessary that you're in front of your computer, but if you set it on and you are within the house, it will make noise. It will ring like a bell. So, and you can create your own bell for it. It's a little bit advanced, but I'm telling you, you can create your own. Because I remember that time I'm still trading 24/7, sitting down on computer. I would be watching movie and put my computer somewhere. But when something trigger, I would hear that kind of audio. I think I put 50 cents. 50 cents audio there. Keep trying or die. Die trying. So when that music started singing, or I put in the club, because I love 50 cents. So when I hear in the club music playing, I know it's my forex account, so I'll go back to the, because the problem of most traders, especially the amateur, is that they sit like this on computer. Imagine you sit like this from 10 o'clock, London market open, and you don't see what to trade till around 4 o'clock. You are already exhausted because your energy, everything is focusing on something that is not forthcoming. So what will you do? You just look at someone and say, ah, no, this one is buy. And you see that you lost money. So, but when you are trading and you are flexible, you are not glued to something. You have a clean mind to do the right thing. So that's why I put all this in there. So I want you to know why they are there. So after that, I think those are the things we need to change here. After that, you click OK. And you see what is going to show us. You remember in the last training, I talked about these boxes. The reason why I normally program things for people is that for you to draw this box, it's not easy. It's gonna take you time, and I want you to benefit from it. So I took my time. To code all this. That's why I delay all of you for months to start trading. Because sometimes it's better for your money to be secure and do the right thing when the right time comes than to be in haste. Some people are impatient. You see, let me tell you something about forex business. You see, this is the pop-up alert. If you are in front of your computer, it will pop up, and what did it say? Euro USD on daily chart has entered support zone. So let's see. You see, the price is on support zone. And when price is in support zone, what is it telling us? We cannot do what here? We can't sell to support. That means we have to be looking for purchasing opportunity. We want to buy euro at this point. So this, before, you have to sit down and be looking at it yourself, interpreting. So I've designed a software that will interpret, they make it easier for you. Because it will tell you what is happening. You understand? Now, it has told us.
Sorry, I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
So it tells you, but you need to be online. Because if you miss that alert, then you've missed it.
You've missed it.
So it needs to be on the phone online. Is that it?
Two things.
On the computer.
Two things. I don't know, maybe people at home are hearing us because I'm moving up and down, but remember that when I was setting up the program, I said you can put it on your email. You can put it on your push or your push phone. This one is for people who are here. If you know that an opportunity is on euro, and I'm supposed to buy euro, but I need to go to this meeting. What do? You go back to the software and change it to email or push notification. You understand? Because now you're not in front of your computer anymore. So when you change it to all those ones, but it depends. What I normally tell people is, you can't use phone to replace phone. You can't use to replace laptop. No matter how powerful phone is, you can't use it. Two things. If I put this chart on this phone, it will be super tiny. Despite the fact that I'm using medicated magnified glass, it's still super tiny. I'll still be doing my, So there are small laptops in town that is like this. If you know that you are a mobile person, sometimes you have meetings, you can buy that. It's a laptop. You understand? It's not a phone. You can buy it, and they come with the laptop I'm saying is, I don't know, maybe we have seen it. It's not more than this diary. And they're super cheap. 1,005. Yes, you can use iPad as well. The only problem with iPad and iPhone or iLaptop or something is the company is too arrogant. It doesn't support a lot of things. So if you use iPad, that means you have to set up VPS on your iPad to be able to see something when you're on the tablet is okay, but just something that has enough screen for you to see. Because this screen is too small. You understand? This screen is too small. That's why I'm saying iPad or whatever. Sorry. So now it has shown us. Now it's to be very easy for us now to just do in our analysis. Okay? So this is where trading is very interesting because I love it. It's a hobby. It's a passion for me apart from making money from it. So I've designed everything and I want to know if my broker is cheating me. You know? What do I mean by that? This is a spread. I want to know how much this broker will charge if I place this trade. So all my software comes with spread. So I can query a broker why you are too expensive. You understand? So now I know if I place this trade, I'm paying 2 spread to the broker for giving me access to the market. That's what they are charging. Okay? So now this is number one thing we need to understand. I put some arrows, but don't really focus on these arrows. You can see that this arrow comes out many times. Then, if you see, this one says selling, this one says buying, selling, buying, selling, buying. But just don't give them about those arrows. Give them about what is market structure. That is number one thing. Can somebody tell me market structure here? What is market structure here? Don't guess. Danny will tell you that I don't like that energy. You have to be sure. This is downtrend. Because, do you see what you are doing? You remember that time when I wanted to do analysis for you, I would draw. But I'm thinking, every time when I'm driving home, I'm thinking that these people just started this thing. Will they be able to draw this line I'm drawing? That properly. That's why I use moving average for you. You don't need to draw. I'll make you to become super lazy.
No, they're still going to get into learning those details, but for now, the main thing is also for them to start making money. They will still learn all this.
You will learn it because I'll be posting some books on the group. You download, but try to learn.
We just want to make it easier so that everybody makes money.
So anytime price is under this line, the market structure is selling. Anytime price is above this line, the market structure is upgrading. Then when you understand the structure, where the market is going, don't go opposite. You understand? Now, another thing is, even if you understand where the market is going, then on a larger time frame, okay, you need to go back to the lower time frame to see where do you want to take the opportunity of buying or selling. Then, let me tell you something. This market structure is downtrend. The price is on demand zone. The demand zone is very strong. How do you know? Can somebody tell me why it's very strong?
Because the market is tested many times, so it's very hard to tell.
That's number one. Number two, I did something on that software. I told you information about here. It's a verified support and it has been retested once. So it shows that it's very strong. And because market is selling, does not mean because market is selling you have to sell. This can be a turning point for the price. And if you come here, this is a resistance, which is a supply zone. Verified resistant, tested one. And the more the number here, the more stronger it is. Sometimes you see, and the way I did it is that every time market touches it starts growing. It will start growing. To tell the trader that place is a sensitive place for price. Don't joke with it. You understand? So now, we have done this. So let's look at lower time frame. Remember, top-down analysis. Okay? So now we want to see, okay, price is market structure is down, and we want to take opportunity. We go to 4 hours. What is 4 hours telling us? If I see 4 hours, there are a lot of events of 4 hours. Downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. Okay? Remember it's downtrend. Pardon? Oh. Okay, you can't do it. We need to work on that hosting something, so that. Oh my God. Okay. So now a lot of events has took place. And I'm telling let me show you one funny thing. Let's go back to daily time frame. Ne? Let's go to where we see opportunity. Let's say somewhere here. Opportunity to sell. Let's say we are in the market. We want to backtest something. Now, on 4 hours, look at where the same time on daily is on 4 hours. You understand what I'm saying? So that means 4 hours event will happen before daily event will happen. But if you look at the way we are doing analysis from daily down. You have to see 5 minutes before we see 10 minutes, before we see 30 minutes. You understand? It's tricky. But the reason why we say that is in forex markets, higher time frame speak louder than the smaller time frame. If you go to 15 minutes and 15 minutes is buying, and 1 hour, 1 hour tells you that market is going to sell. Market is eventually going to sell. That's why many people caught up in the market. If you have been trading before, some people say broker is looking at me. When I bought, they quickly hit my stop loss. Broker is not, they don't have time to look at anybody because it's millions of people trading. But the problem is you don't give attention to higher time frame. So we want to give attention to higher time frame. So if you look at here, let's say today we don't see here, this is future. You don't see future. This present. Market is here. Now I look at it. What can I do here? I don't know the future, but I know there's a resistance. When the resistance was here, okay, this one is not there. We are seeing it because it's a past. I was okay, market structure in daily is downtrend. So I want to look at opportunity of downtrend all the time frame, okay? So now I was okay, this as it actually at this level, you see this gentleman is telling me that market is coming down, okay? But I will look at, okay, let me look at another candle. This candle closed, market is coming down, right? To be honest, I will sell here. And what happened? When I sold, market pushed up. This is, market is selling, everybody knows. And I did the same thing market presented itself to me. But what happened? Stop loss hit. This is how the market is. And immediately hit your stop loss. What happened? Market go to exact place you predicted.
And also another thing, when you get into the market, where you are, when you've drawn your line, you see the market went up. It still went down, and it still went up. That candle that you see forming, that it has a bigger pin at the top. So that means the market went up, and a lot of people panic there because they're seeing the market is now going against them. They're thinking, oh,
Some will
no.
come out.
Yeah, a lot of people come out, they lose money there. Yeah.
Some will wait.
Yeah.
But you see, if I put Thursday, my stop loss will be above this. And between here and here, it must be my risk. What I want to bet with the market. Already I'm willing to lose that money. Don't let anybody scare you. Forex is like any other business. And I'm going to give you instances. Let's say you want to go to Bosberg to go and buy something. You bought a fuel to your car, 200 rand. Okay? You will drive your car to the place. You are already willing to lose that 200 rand. because you've put it in the risk. Then you got there. They say, we are sorry, we don't have the product. We are out of stock. You come back home. You lose that $200. Though is your car, you drove it, the freight took you back home, but if you don't go to Bosberg for that product, your 200 rand will be in your wallet. So France is like other business. So don't let anybody say that, it's too risky, you lose your money. No. When I first started this business in 2011, I'm sorry, let me just divert a bit, because I normally like to give clarity to people. Eh? Me and my best friend started trading the same time. We put $13,000 and we lose it in 2 days. We don't know what we are doing. No training that time. We go online, download PDF, read, and a lot of junks we read, believe. Then he told me I'm not trading anymore. I can't be losing money like this. I want to be importing car. Then I said, me, I can't import car. I just like being indoor and making money from my beginning of my life. I keep on trading. It took $50,000. Went to Idiroko. Idiroko is a border. I don't know Idiroko. Thank God about Nigeria is another country in the borderline with Nigeria. We normally smuggle cars because cars are very cheap there. Then we call it Benin Republic. He took $50,000. Went to Benin Republic, bought 6 cars. On his way to Nigeria, custom officer 6 all the 6 cars. He lost 10,000 in forex. He lost 50,000 in normal business. So that is it. So the best thing is, once you learn a business, you have interest in it, you keep on growing in it, and you start making profit in it. So we saw this. The second software, which is the robot, is going to take care of what you are going to do here for you when we apply it. But I need to tell you how it works, how this works, how you can interpret. Once you can interpret market properly, and you are not too much in haste, you will never get it wrong. Somebody want to come in? But that's sound. And the class is getting interesting anyway. Yeah, I saw the sound. So, what am I trying to say is that you see all these boxes. All these boxes, I created them to determine liquidity in the market, what you want to trade. What are the market maker doing in that spot? Because I'm going to explain all of them to you. But support and resistance is not a difficult thing. You will understand what is done. Don't buy into resistance. It's a law. And don't sell into substitute. Don't play with those two laws. When you see support, look for buying opportunity. When you see resistance, look for selling opportunity. Don't turn it other way. Now, let's go to 1 hour and see what 1 hour tells us. Good. Now, we are going to roll 1 hour backward to look for that straight line I drew. Good. You see, this is 1 hour. 1 hour will show us information before 4 hours, okay? But remember, what is our market structure? Downtrend. So everything we are looking for is just selling. Even if you see clean buying, don't dare do it. Just look for selling. Now, look at the same line from daily. Market started misbehaving. And if you look at here, what is this telling me? Short. And it's under the liquidity box. So I want to take the opportunity here. But remember, if this is there, which I'm very sure 100% that it's not there that time, this place will be free. I want to sell here. And what happened? I sold, market moved down to this level and pushed back against me. Okay? Come in and push higher again and started dropping. How do you protect yourself? sell here. This one is already there. What do I do? If I place a sell here, I put my stop loss here, behind this. Okay? When I put my stop loss here, I will now measure from here to here to be the number of risk I want to take. For example, if I say, okay, per day or per my capital, I want to raise 1% of my capital to trade. The capital is 1,336. Can somebody tell me 1%, please?
$10.
$5. $10.
1,000.
So now, if you now want to risk 1%, 1% is too small in this scenario. If you want to risk 1%, it's $10. That means when you put SAR somewhere, now, from here to here must be $10. It mustn't be more than $10. That's what you're willing to lose. Okay? Then I'll come to the other side. How much are you willing to make? Risk reward. Is it 1% loss, 1% winning, or 1% loss, 2% winning, or 1% loss, 1.5% winning? It depends on you. So now, we've seen now, you see in 4 hours, you saw that shoot up. This is the same thing here. All this shoot up here. So from here now, you ride the market down. You see? You write it down until market came close to this. And if this support is here, you have to pull out and wait a bit for it to got broken. Now, if it is me, I'm trading here, maybe market move closer to this support, I'm gonna pull out. I'll wait, I'm going to re-enter my market here. Because I know from the higher time frame is going down. So all these ones are price reversal. I will sell again here. In fact, if I have opportunity to risk more, I will be selling every time market hits this resistance. If I have opportunity, and what did you see? Till today, market went down up to this level. So now, let's go to 30 minutes. And you know that we are going to make a decision in 15 minutes. You remember? You can make a decision in 1 hour too. You can make a decision in 4 hours. I love making decision in 15 minutes because 15 minutes will quickly show me more safer place to enter the market than to enter in higher time frame. Okay? And I don't want to enter in 5 minutes, 1 minute because they are too noisy also. So now let's try to pull back and look for that yellow line again. If we'll be up, good. This is the yellow line. What happened here? We don't see any support, we don't see any resistance, but we know that market structure is selling. And from here, so I'll sell here. I will sell here because this is future. No, I don't see this. So when I sell here, in anticipation that the market will start going down, what the market did was to pull back with another liquidity level. Pull back, when it got there, it's got stuck. And when I saw another liquidity, not all these blocks are accurate, but it guides me. Okay? One, if you look at what is happening here, you know that here, price is stuck. Probability that it will come down is high. But if you don't want to use this to judge, you can use this. But remember, you're already in the market here. You don't need to double your trades because once you enter market here, you've already specified how much you're willing to lose. So that means if you come back here and you want to place another trade, at this point you have to specify amounts you have to lose. But me, I normally tell people I like to separate my portfolios, investment portfolios. For example, if I invested 1% of my account on Euro USD, I'll go to Pounds USD and invest my 1%. I'll go to USD Japanese yen 1%, than to put 5% on this. It's not a good investment plan. You understand? It's not a good investment plan. it's better you separate your portfolio. If let's say you said, okay, I want to raise 5% of my account today to trade. Don't put 5%, no matter how sure you think you are. Don't put 5% on particular asset. Rather put 2% here, 2% here, 1% here, or 1% here, 1% here, 1% here. So if one failed, all of them cannot fail. Some will take your money back from you. Some will give you more than what the one that failed took. So I'll look at here and I'll put my trades somewhere here because these are the future. Don't let us lie to ourselves. This is the present. This is what I'm seeing now. The red market pull up there, and I go short. A market move against me, depending on where I put my stop loss. And if I want to put my stop loss, to be honest with you, I would rather use another liquidity level above, which is this one. But if you look at this one, I still lose the money because if I draw a line, if I draw my line here, this, if I draw my lines on this liquidity level, this place tripped me out, right? But because I believe market is still going down, I can still risk 1% here. Okay? And it pushes back and it comes back. So here, for sure, I may lose my 1%. But here, when I enter here, I'll get my 1% plus extra back. Did you understand what I'm saying there? Did you understand what I'm saying there? Okay. So let's go to 15 minutes. Actually, we are going to 15 minutes, but we are doing top-down analysis. Good. 15 minutes, this is where I normally trigger my trades. Let's see what is going to happen here. In 15 minutes, market told me here that it's below the liquidity level. I shot here. Remember I said I will put my stop loss here in 30 minutes. So let's say, let's agree that it still holds. Okay? So I push here and I push 1% up, 1% down. Depends on how much is my 1%. Depends on how much is my 1%. So if you put 1% and okay, let me show something on the board quick. Please. Let's say we have $1,036. We want to risk 1% on a trade. 1% of this will go give me $10.86. Okay? Now, how many pips is my 10% $10 is going to give me? At rate of what exposure do I want to do? For example, if I do my 1% as 0.1 lot, that means I need 10 pips to be tripled. Do you understand that? Did you understand that?
Yes.
Mr. SJ, just be looking. Because I know this have been the class, so just be looking. But you can ask questions.
That's fine.
See, guys, when you see zero, let me tell you again, I have said it in the class once. It's unfortunate people at home will not say this. One standard lot is equivalent to $10 per pip in the market, okay? 0.1 lot is equivalent to $1 per pip. 0.01 lot is equivalent to $10.
Yes, sir.
Somebody want to come in? So, I don't know if they will be hearing my voice at home, self. Maybe we will buy, what do they call this? Okay. Okay. All right. So, in this case, what do you want to do for 1%? To have meanings to us. Because we are going to plot it here. I'm going to plot it there. Now, if Mr. SJ use, actually it doesn't make sense to use one standard. It doesn't make sense. Let's mention this. Let's say you are a risk taker, but you want to take between this and this. Okay. So if you want to use 0.1 lot size to raise 1% of your account here, yeah, that means you are going to divide 10.36 by $1. correct one now.
Okay.
And this is going to give us 10 pips. Pips. Away from your entry point. Okay? And this person, we are going to have divided by 0.10 cents. What will this one give us? Somebody?
100,
100 pips. Okay? You see the difference? Now, let's see the smart trader between two of them. I'm going to close it. Now, we saw this. Ne? I'm going to enter A, and I want to use 0.01, 10 cents per pip. That's what I want to use for my 1 pip. So I'm going to have my stop loss at 100 pips away from my entrance. So I click here. I want to enter market somewhere here. Let me say I enter somewhere here. Because this blue box is future. I don't see it. It's not, it doesn't happen that time. So what can I do? I want to do it properly. Okay, let's say, let's do this. Let's say I enter my trade here. Okay? And from here, 100 pips away. You see, it's still far. It's still far. Top. Okay, let me go to like 30 minutes to do my 100 pips away. Okay? I enter somewhere here, remember? Let's see, maybe I can get my 100 pips away from here. 77, 80, 90. 100 pips is somewhere here, okay? Did you see? And my stop loss didn't hit it. Ne? And did you see what I'm proving out? And look at it, it moved against me, 73 pips against me. Then it comes down. If you look at the ratio, I have me at this point. That means I risk 1%, already make profit of over 2%. Ne? This is the first trader. The second trader want to use 10 pips. Okay? Which want to use one standard lot. Enter this trade here. This 10 pips. You're out. You look at it, you enter another one here, somewhere here, because you can see that it breaks. This future, don't deceive yourself that, no, I won't, because you don't see this. You enter again, somewhere here, 10 pips, you're out somewhere here. Okay? That is why many people lose, because when your stop loss is too tight, it's a problem as well. So the smart way is to make sure that distribute your risk to give you room for stop loss. Do you understand what I proved to you now? So that is how we plan this. That's how we will start trading from now on. You're going to get the software. By end of today, you give me your account number, I compile your own copy for you. Did you understand the way I explained? Do you understand? And you understand why lot size? I'm going to do a lot size standing, put it in your record so you alert me. Lot size training, manual. You must get it. So that you go through how to interpret lot sizes. Okay? That is number one. Number two, now we want to do something a little bit different, because now we have taken care of the indicator, which is the first thing. Now we want to go to our EA. Then I put the software here. I come here, you must put the allow live trading on common. Then I come to input. These are what the software is going to use to trade. And I'm going to explain everything for us. Now we have done our analysis, and I want to use 0.1 lot size, 0.01 lot size to risk my 1%. Now 1% is 10.36, right? So what you do is stop trade, leave it at false. There's a time to use them. When you want to use stop trade is that, oh, I don't want this software to open more trades. With the strategy I want to use now, you don't need to tell the software to stop trade. You understand? If you are a derivative user, if you are a derivative trader, you will have understand what I'm doing here. Then, because this software, I've used it, I've pasted it down to attack many things. So, at close, you may need this while you are trading. What does it do? Let's say the software open several trades, and you will see that market want to turn against your direction. You come here and say add close true. Immediately you put in the true and you click OK, the software close all your open trades, both positive and negative. But you must have done your assessment that if at all if the negative is out of your wallet, you are still sitting at the profit. But sometimes emergency exits, you decide to lose everything. That is open. That is what is his job. So let me return it to false. Then here, first order type, if you click on it, in the market, either you buy or you sell. So if you want to sell, you click sell. If you want to buy, you click buy. So what we are doing here is we are selling. Just an example. Magic number. In this kind of a scenario, you don't need magic number because we are not edging trades here. We are not edging, we are not using multiple charts. So just leave it at 0 and you can put anything you want. Now, according to what I explained now, we want to trade at 0.01, right? So that we have high lot size. Remember that when I was training you last time, I will click here and click buy, bam. Then drag stop loss. Many people will struggle. Many people struggle. I know 2 people called me. How did you do that? I'm struggling. Now with the software, you don't need to know how to do that. I'm making it simple.
But they still need to know. Did you do that? You were tracking,
Yeah, you are one of the people struggling.
but
But
they still need to know.
if you don't want to know forever, you will not do it again. But if you want to know, you will know. Because you see, Tandy, we have some arguments, not arguments, because constructive argument anyway. Sometimes ago that I'm telling you, with Adam Ekwani, that we are making life so simple, but people will not be performing anymore. That's where the technology is taking human being to. Technology is taking human being to the level that it's few people that will be genius. A lot of people will be stupid. Sorry to use that statement.
It's a fact. It's a choice.
They want to be this. They
So,
want to be this.
You want to be lazy, be lazy.
She normally attacked me at this level. Since I know you buy a car, you always buy manual. Why not automatic? She always fight me. And the problem is because I'm a technologist. I know this make my life simple, but it make me stupid. I will enjoy it, but it's declining my thinking faculty. So have you used manual car before?
Well.
Which one do you like? And tell me the reason why you like it.
Manual is it keeps you alert, keeps you active, but the automatic makes you lazy. Just one gear and go.
You don't even know where to
activity.
check. You
I
enjoy it.
enjoy automatic.
No, yeah. That is why I'm going to where I'm going to. But do you know why I'm talking? You see that every time I'm telling you that I'm now making it simple and you lazy. What did she say? After I said, if you are watching, you still need to learn. You know that it's supporting it. Definitely it's going back to the right
manual.
to the manual.
Yeah, but so my own take on this is that I understand the importance of learning, right? But where we are right now, we are not teaching kids at school. You understand? We're teaching adults that needs to make an income.
Make credit.
And when your mind is not right,
It's true.
when you are stressed about money, you no matter how much you want to learn, you will not be focused.
Yeah.
That's why people end up blowing accounts and all that.
Yeah, because of the pressure.
Yes.
So-
So while people have to
Yes,
give them the
yes.
opportunity
That
to
is
say,
why me and her we are so perfect.
No,
partners.
she's
You understand? We are very
she's
perfect
a, she's
partner.
a realist. They call it realist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, if you, she's not my partner, you are my student. I can bet you if I have 50 students, by end of my class, maybe I'll have 5 left. 45 will run away.
Yeah, because they're like, I have too much problems here. Too much
You understand?
work.
I'm telling you the truth. 45 will run away, but if that 5 students left, they'll be genius anywhere they are.
No, both of you are correct mix because you are of the opinion that you must learn.
She's of that, let everybody know that
That is fine. You say they must learn, but put them in the track of making money. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Now you are complimenting it.
That's why I said I so much love,
No, it's
I don't
good.
regret partnering with her
it's
because we are balancing things. But I was trained by people that doesn't balance things. Yes. All my lecturers, they are all PhD, well, they train me like this.
yeah,
They make me behave.
where we've been at the
It's
Circle of
true.
Influence and Ultimate Greatness Experience, and it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Find out what people want and help them get it. Meet people at their level,
Yeah.
because not everybody is on the same level as you are. And when you do that, you're helping yourself as well.
Now, you can see what we have done. Unfortunately, I'm having pain in my heart because people at home doesn't understand this formula on the board. But I think some of them will be listening.
We'll edit on the group.
Can I comment something?
Yeah.
Tandy is completely right. Find out what people want and help them get it. I can tell you personally, I do not like the trading. If it's simple for me, I'm gonna get it. If it's not, and I don't really want to learn.
But you see what I'm saying, eh? She said she doesn't really want to let it, right? Because she has not seen the money. Let me tell you this.
Yes, there we go.
Once she starts seeing the money,
Then I'll say,
everybody
maybe-
wants to come back and then say,
Yeah.
this thing is giving me this much, why can't I
Maybe
just
it's worth
invest?"
my time.
Exactly.
Maybe it's worth my
Yes,
time.
yes.
Now, let me now ask you something. I agree with everybody. Please, don't just see me as who I am. I'm changing,
No, I will help you.
but I'm going somewhere. I'm going
What
somewhere.
you said yesterday, I like it.
I'm going somewhere. How would I pronounce your name? Nishu. The job you are doing now to make money, very easy. It's very easy. You don't stress.
It's not easy, but because
I'm going somewhere there.
it gives me money, it
You
gives me
force yourself to
attention.
keep on.
There we go.
There's
But
no,
if it was not making money, I wouldn't make it.
there's no business that is easy. But do you not tell me? Can I tell you something that made me a bit different? The way I was structured. I do most hardest thing in life without looking at the aspect of money.
Yeah.
I've done it for several years of my time, and I'm telling you that Tandy helped me know his circle of influence. Maybe it can add little things to my thinking, the way I think things. But all the people that raised me from when I'm crawling to the age Tandy makes me this year or last year, they told me money is not ultimate. As you're looking at me, I give
Even
money.
as a
No, I'm going somewhere. I'm not.
just on that point,
Okay.
when you say money is not, I still say the same thing. Money is not ultimate, but it is a tool
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you need.
That's why it's balancing. It's getting balancing a bit. You understand? If you look at those people that developed the world, that gave us what we are using now, money is not their goal. All the scientists, because not that they are making money. You can never see one scientist in the list of billionaires. But all the billionaires use to make money to become billionaires is made by scientists. You understand? So I was raised on that platform. You understand? Money is sweet. That is making me see money is sweet. Because after I make noise now, I'm going to Da Vinci. Without money, can I go to Da Vinci?
No.
$50 plate.
And it gives you a peace of mind.
It's
Yeah,
true.
we
So we need to balance things as well. But she made me work hard. Because if not because she cried to me every time. Fulani, let's make things different. Don't let us make it difficult. I won't program this software.
It's true.
I will tell you if you don't know it. The father and the other brother came to meet me 2 weeks ago. I didn't tell you on Saturday. The father was begging on their behalf that they said, you have robot. I'm ready to pay any amount for my kids to use the robot. When you get to ask Daddy what I told him in front of your brother, I said, Dad, I don't need your money. If your kids cannot learn in hard way, forget it.
So
Leave my
that's
money.
his thing. If you can't learn, you understand
That's it.
that? But
And
I see
the
a
fact-
bigger vision.
The father of this child is like, he's looking at me. That, what kind of person, what kind of person are we going to bring money to? We bring money for you, and we said, go with your money, your child must learn. You know?
Yes.
But you see, the reason is because tough time creates greatest people in the heart. When luxury is too much, system will create useless people. But we need to balance.
But what you see also on that is that the software only gives you minimum. It still gives you profit, but it's minimum.
Yeah, that's what-
But
that's what you said, is I wanted to say it.
now, when you come and learn on your own, you get to make more. So make people realize from the beginning to say, okay, this is what you get from the software.
Show the
But you
sweet.
stand a chance, yes, show them that it is
Boss.
sweet in the trading
Yeah.
industry. But you stand a chance of making more if you learn the skill and do it
Exactly
yourself.
what you said. That's what you said. That's what I want to
Was
remind
I
you.
there?
He said you were not
Was I
there.
there?
You were not there yesterday. It's what you said yesterday. Let me remind you.
Yeah.
You said robot is good. You put a disclaimer. You said, but I can tell you that somebody who put robot with 2,000, a person who put 10. Somebody with 2,000 was making money more than the 10. You said why? Because he's learning and he's applying his wisdom with the robot. Now you gave us choice now. You want to keep robot, it's your problem. But learn to make more so that you appreciate. So what's the use of you, somebody with 2,000 making money
More than you.
more
But
than
it's
with
your
10,000?
choice. But it's a choice.
It's a choice.
Allow people to have the choice.
Yeah.
Not to
So-
force them on one thing.
Yeah.
So let them have
So,
options.
we have gesture. So now, let's look back. You see here, distance. Distance, we want to put 50 pips. If you ask me why am I putting 50 pips in my distance, it's because I don't want the robot to keep on placing trade every time. You understand? I want to raise 10% of my money, but I want to gap between the time robot will place second trade, the third trade. Okay? So I'm gonna put 50 here. That means when software plays the first trade, software must wait for the market to move against me 50 pips and place another trade. Then the software will now add that, okay, I've placed the first trade, it's minus $10. I've played the second trade, it's minus $2. Okay? You know, it got to be $12. Meanwhile, I've not exhausted my 1%. My 1% is $10.36. Then software will know, okay, I'm fine. When market move against me again, the software plays the third trade. And the software will add all the losses together. It must not exceed my 1%. That's the way I designed it. So we put $50 there. Then take profit. In this take profit, what I want is in my own thinking, I want to say, okay, why can't the take profit be half of my distance, 25 pips? So that if you know the way my market behave, it can come down 25 pips and still go back against me 50 pips. So, but for the first time it comes to 25 pips, it give me $2.50 and place the trade again. So if at all it hit my stop loss, it hit my stop loss of minus $10.36. Remember those $2, $2.25? Maybe it has returned like $5 for me. So I'm not eventually losing 1%. I'm losing 0.5% of my account. Does it make sense?
So the robot will place the trade automatically.
No. You open the robot and say, okay, now I'm finalized my market. Yes. Then place some. Now, let me tell you what is going to be happening from here. When you press sell, you sold here. Okay? When market comes down 25 pips, take your profit. Then, immediately take your profit, you place sell again.
Yeah, continue that trend.
When it's 25 pips in your favor, you take profit. Okay? You know that now it has given you $5. And you want to reach $10.36. Then markets now come against you. You hit another 15 pips. Minus So you are losing $5.36, which is about 0.5% of your account, not 1%
Yes.
retirement.
Yes.
And once that one happens, what do? You close, you tell the software, hard close. Hard close, true. That means my direction is not fulfilled. The direction I want to go is not fulfilled, so I've risked 0.5% of my account. By the time you do 1% of 5 different assets, 1 or 2 out of those different assets will go the direction. And by the time you now add gain and loss, you are still taking money. That's the way I think. So here you put 25, half of the distance. And sometimes you can use it as a scalping.
If the market goes against you there and you lose $5, I'm assuming that will be just 2%.
Pardon?
What would the robot do? Would it place a thing against it, or like remember where you said 50% when you get to the 50 distance of
It's not 50%, it's 50 pips.
Yes, pips. When you get to the 50 pips, and then it must place another trade. So right now it's going against you, and then you've already lost $5, and it's at 50 pips. Is it going to place another trade going down, or is it going to not place a trade again?
It's going to place a trade again because it's automatic. That's why we call it robot. I know what confused you. Remember that the direction you choose, you have analyzed the market. The direction you choose is to be selling. It won't buy for you. It will keep on selling. It's you that will come back here and say, no, market is going buy. Change it to the buy and leave it. But don't do that. I will tell you. You become a confused trader. You are chasing markets. You don't chase markets. Be sure of your analysis. We have gone to one daily, it's going down. That doesn't mean you will not keep out at loss. I've proved it to us before I introduced robots. You understand? Because market is tricky. If you are a confused person, you don't show of yourself, you quickly put it to buy, you start selling.
You've done that. You cannot revenge the market. If you try to revenge the market, it will.
So just take your time. See, for you to trade in a day, it takes you 30 to 1 hour. If you have a good trading strategy. What I do, when I wake up, when I sleep at night, I wake up 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, I code to 4, 5. 5, I go back to bed. But before I go on 5 o'clock, I look at my chart. Okay, this one. Okay, when I wake up 9 o'clock, I'm buying here, I'm selling here, and I go to bed. When I wake up, buy, sell. Many people they do ask me, are you surely, what time do you used to trade? Trading doesn't need that. If you want me to sit down on the computer for the whole day, that means I'm putting $1 million in the account. A lot of money that I know that it can buy me everything in my life. I'm still hustling to do some other things. Sometimes I'll go somewhere with Tandy to tell them about the software, whatever, It takes you only between 5 to 30 minutes. You are done for the whole day. Then once you do it, you put it, then your phone is linked to your account. Once in a while, when you are going out, you just do what? This is my account. I just come here, trade. I just look at it. Oh, something is not right. Your, what do you call it? What do you call it? Your phone, you can log into your server on your phone. Look.
But when it's still new, it takes a bit of time
Yeah,
to understand what's
yes.
happening on your server.
See,
So
this is my server on the phone. Should be in case I want to quickly do something. As I'm talking to you now, I've said what to do. Trading is sweet if you have tools, yeah. As I'm talking to you now, I need to enter another market because I just saw. Now that I know I need to enter another market. You understand what I'm saying? So that is how trading works. It's not difficult. And the day you know that I don't have time at all today, you keep your money there. You don't trade. You go and do what is most
for
important.
example, when somebody doesn't know what they're doing, right? You don't know what the robot is trading for you, right? You don't have to check that. How do people that know how to trade make more money? Right now, I'm able to log into my account. My account is trading right now as I'm sitting here, and I'm able to say, okay, I've exhausted the chart that I need to exhaust. Now I go into another chart, but the person who does not know trading, they just leave it to run.
Yes.
Right? So me, I'm able to mitigate the risk. I'm able to come in and say, okay, tell me what is it that you need to do now. Then I know already what I need to do. Then I enter another chart. While that person is waiting for the market to turn back, I'm already making profit where the market is at. So it's very, that's why it's important to learn this skill. As much as you're making money with the robot, it's important to learn this skill for yourself.
Does the robot not give a sign or signal which market is doing, or which market you should go in?
Okay, let me quickly answer that. But you remember that the first thing we started with is indicator.
Yes.
Indicator gives you signal. You now put on the robot to trigger the trade and manage it for you so that you don't sit down. Did you understand that? So now we go to take profits first. I mean, high take profits, just leave it at first. Maximum edging. Maximum edging means how many times will the software be placing trade even if you are at loss. But because we put stop loss, we don't need to be care about this. Because once your stop loss is hit, the maximum you want to risk, the software close and start afresh. It will start afresh. Okay?
Are we almost done or should I wait more time?
Add 30 minutes for us. So, on risk level, I would say risk level 2 doesn't have too much effect in this scenario. I can put 99 there. Risk level take profit, it doesn't have any effect again. I can put 0.1 there, which is 1 cent. You see those three? These three, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really work anymore because once we turn stop loss on, we have deactivated this. Software will not use these three anymore. Okay? It will use these three. So let's forget about it. So emergency exiting, it must be true because we want to use stop loss. And stop loss in money, that's why I make it in money, so that if I make it in pips, I will still give you a brain test. You have to be calculating 0.1 times 1,000. So instead of that, if you know that 1% of my money is $10.36, just key it here, and you can keep this one on, and you do what? You say okay. Now immediately you click OK. See what is going to happen. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to check. I want to check some things here. It's on. Okay. Oh, maybe this is the one I use for testing when I'm running the robot. Okay, it's fine. So, but immediately I put, let me check everything. Everything is okay, especially these two. They're the one that can give the problem. So immediately I click OK. It's supposed to place a trade. Let me see. Yeah, I know the reason why it's not placing trade. Before robot will place a trade, let me show you something here so that next time we have done everything right, but you can see that there's no movement. See? Look up.
There's no movement in the market.
Yes. Until there's a movement. Because Robert wants to see that this thing is working. You see? What did you see? Let's trade and hedge it for you. Now, if you now want to see what is the distance between this and this and this, it must be 50 pips. Now, if you look at the price that it came into the market, it's 455. Then the price is going to come out, which is our take profit. Oh, this is take profit, right? Okay. It will be days. It will be days minus days. Must give us 50. Okay? Because when it moves against us 50 pips, we take this one in. But our take profit must be 25 of this. That's why it's this. Everything we put in the software do it perfect calculation for us. You don't need to use your head anymore. Then we start trading, and you see we are selling because market structure is selling. It's most likely we start turning to profit. But But if you look at it when I put it, you saw -2.
Yes.
The
two
broker
spread.
has take their commission. That's why you saw -2. It's the first one take it before you start making profit. So this is how the software will be working as from henceforth. You do your analysis, you tell the software to start managing your account. If you have any question, if you don't have any question, send me your account statement, account number, so that I can compile Meta 5 for you, because this, I'm using Meta 4 to explain, so I can compile Meta 5 for you. It works, it's a business that worth doing. I won't lie to any one of us. But you know, it's like your investment. If you are just started, you learn while you make less residual income on it. But somebody like us is my livelihood. That's what I've been doing for about 22 years. This is where I pay rent, this is where I send my kids to school, developing software, solve the problem for traders, and trade on my own. So if you have a question, you can ask me, you can see, if you know market structure and you do it at the way it's supposed to be doing, you shouldn't see nothing but profit. And before, from where we enter now, with the calculation we did, before this thing can take us to become loss, we enter here and we are thinking of 100 pips away. Stop loss is here. You see? Our stop loss is somewhere here. For us to lose 1% of our account, the stop loss should be somewhere around here. Are we okay? No question? There's no perfect system, but if you can do your analysis very well before you deploy the software will help you manage. Like I said, if you want to be using the EA, you need a VPS, I won't lie to you. But if you don't want to use VPS, are you sure you have good connection at home? Or the day you are going to have load shedding, you don't trade. So you don't, it's not compulsory, you have VPS, but if you can manage your time and load shedding, because now South Africa is the country of load shedding. You don't have choice. Yes, sir?
So now, when you are using the robot, for instance, now you want to wake up in the morning, assuming you're waking up 8 o'clock, because you have other things to do. So what time frame are you going to use to be sure you can do whatever you want to do to know the trend of the market? Now, is it daily or weekly to analyze, then you choose sell or buy before you go?
I will advise you to be going to weekly, monthly, because you are not a swing trader, you are a daily trader.
Okay.
You understand? But if you have time, you check them, monthly, daily, monthly, weekly. Maybe you can check them so that you know how many times you'll be trading that asset. Maybe today I trade it, tomorrow I'll trade it, next tomorrow. But daily traders, we start from daily to 15 minutes where you are going to enter.
So you must analyze daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 minute, 50 minutes.
Yes. The way we did the top-down analysis, the way we did it, 20 minutes, daily would let us know that, okay, market is still coming, market structure for the day
is down.
It can pull up,
Okay.
it can change. But we just want, in Forex or in trading financial instruments, what we want is higher probability of winning. There's nothing 100%.
Okay.
But what we want, higher probability, okay? So daily is trending down. You check the 4 hours, it's trending down. You check 1 hour, check 1 hour can be up, we don't care. 30 minutes can be up, we just want to look at 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, where do we take opportunity to enter?
Okay.
So that we follow the higher time frame, where the structure is. Yeah.
Is weekly not the best option? Because if it's daily and it's first time, it could be a bit overwhelming. So does this program work well with weekly?
I think one of the way I would answer that is, remember, if you're coming into our community, we've got support. It does not matter whether you're still new, we are there to help you. So obviously, because we are scalping in the market, we are not long-term traders. So I would so we analyze from daily downwards.
Now, let me quickly because I'm very happy with the statement Andy used scalping. Let me quickly show us something. The setting I gave in the robot is not must use. If you want to scalp, if you look at my derivative structure, for each trade I open, I'm targeting 40, 41, 50 cents. Did you see? And can you imagine how many 50 cents I've made to make profit of $2,700?
Not.
Let's check. $2,700 divided by 50 cents. This is calculator close. I think it should be $7,000, 7,000 trades. But can human being trade 7,000 trades?
No.
This is today. This is today Monday.
2,700.
Very qualified.
Is that different?
5,400.
So it keeps on-
Who can take that one?
So it's because it's software.
Yeah.
If human being want to be making 50 cents and you want to make 2,000, I don't think you can do that. You will die on that set. See, now, because of what Tandy said, you can even say, please, guys, one house, you can even say this, because with Tandy, I can agree with them. You can even say that, okay, instead of 25, take profit. You put in the software. Yeah? I want to put 10. Do you know what? If I put 10, this one would have take profit
Yeah, quickly and go again. And go again, yeah.
and place the trade.
Again, yeah, you're right.
Now I've turned it to become pure scalping.
Yeah.
So if you can scalp like that several times and scalp for me like I'm seeing $2.50, I can take away, I can move away from that asset, look at other assets, scalp it. So in a day I can do my 1%, 2%. And if you're a good trader, let me tell you what happens. If you're a good trader and you can do 1% of your account per day, in Forex we trade 25, let's say 20 days or 22 days. That means in your account you can do 20% per month, yes sir. And if you can do 20% of your account per month, in 6 months you do 120% of your account. In 1 year you do 240% of your account. It's possible. In 7 weeks, presently I've done 193% of my account.
So when you are doing analysis in a day, like you said, you check the daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes. If 3 of them, like from the days telling you downtrend, 4 hours downtrend, 1 hour downtrend, is enough for you to enter the sell.
Are you coming in?
Yeah. If you check from the daily, it's showing you downtrend as it is now.
Yeah.
Then 4 hours, confirm it. Maybe probably 1 hour, confirm it. Then it's enough confidence for you to take a sell.
Of course. Because we just want to know what is the structure. Where is market going? That's the first assistance.
Yes,
you have done.
yeah. That's
The
business.
market is going to be short on daily. It's going to be short on 4 hours.
Yeah.
You will not even check 1 hour, 30 minutes. You can go to 15 minutes. Go and hide there and look for selling opportunity. It can be small sales. When you sell small, you saw that green bar, which is support. Once market wants to hit it, you stop. You don't trade again. You want it to get broken. When it broke it and it's going down, you short again. You can't do that. You cannot. You can enter one asset like this. You can enter it 3, 4, 5 times a day. But when you see obstacle of those green bar or red bar, you can come out and say, okay. In future, I will teach how you can even do something like, for example, now let's say, let me come to, okay, this 1 hour. Let's say I'm here. This is where I am, and it's a good place to enter because this is 1 hour, right? And we are doing what? We are selling. Look at it. This is a very strong resistance. So selling here is a very high probability trade for me. This thing can push up That means if it pushes up to this level, I have opportunity to make more than 1% of my money today. Did you get it right?
Because the spread is wild.
Because the resistance is stronger, it's been tested 2
Yeah.
months.
And if you don't want to be trading the way we said we should trade, you can go to your, what do you call it? The software, let me go there. You can go to the software and say, okay, Ola, I don't have time for what Ola is saying.
I have to excuse myself.
Okay,
Sorry, but good training. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you said, okay, I don't want my stop loss. I want my stop loss to be this, but what would give me my 1%, 10 point something? You just come to your take profit and put 100 pips. So you want to make your full take profit at once. You understand what I'm saying? You can do that as well. But for example, you know that we are scalping. We are taking the market bit by bit. But you say, no, I don't want to take market bit by bit. Like what Ola told me. For me to lose 10%, I need 100 pips. For me to lose 1%, I need to lose 100 pips. For me to make 1%, I need to take profit of 100 pips. You come to take 25, you change it to 100 pips. That's all. Then it's once. But that one is not okay. Because you see, market doesn't go to 100 at the same time. It will go and come. It will go and come back. But that time is going, you are taking $1, $2, $1, $2.
It's the best.
To me,
So you're gonna send us this figure as well, right? For us to put the information at the back
I don't understand.
when we get the software, saying how to do this.
Yeah.
Any part of the video.
But I'm recording what I'm saying now. It's recorded. So when I upload it, I can send the link to the group again, so that you understand. But for me, I would rather prefer maybe 25 or 15 or 10, so that I'm scalping the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, here we have got the stop loss,
Yeah.
and then we have our take profit at 10, for example.
Mm.
10 pips, and it keeps on taking the profit. Do we have a part where it's going to close, or is it only going to close if it turns back?
Even if it turns back and hits your 1%, the software will not go to close. It's going to continue. But now you are getting me thinking. That question you're asking has triggered something inside me. That okay, if we say we want to risk 1%, when stop loss is hit, why can't the software stop trading? We can do that. We record. I will release another version for you. But to me,
Because I'm asking, because if it reaches stop loss, is it automatically going to place another trade for me, which
Good.
will continue the selling?
the selling, yeah, it will do what the software is doing now is when even if it hits your 10%, 1%, it will still continue trading for you.
This is robot. Doesn't have sense.
So now I'm losing all the 10 that I've made. All the yeah.
It depends on how many of them you have made. For example, you want to risk $10 36 cents, okay? And maybe he has made that 50 cents, it has made $40 for you. And by the time you go and hit your stop loss, you just take $10 from the 40. But that is one scenario. The second scenario, maybe he just make 5% for you, and $5 for you, and it's going to hit your stop loss at 10. You are going to have $5 loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm understanding. I'm just asking, after the stop loss,
It's going to continue trading.
so there's a chance that if it doesn't stop, then I'm going to lose all the, for example, if I have made $40, there's a chance that I'll end up losing.
Of course, there's a chance if you don't stop the software.
So isn't there a way where you can say that in the software here now, once it reaches the stop loss, it must stop the trade?
I can do that, but to be another version, I have to spend maybe 4 or 5 days, midnight, to work.
You send this to us.
Or the alert, maybe when once it, okay, or alert us that you've reached the stop loss, it's placed a new trade. Are you agreeing to that or not?
We can do that.
What I'm seeing,
Yeah.
from the scenario you just said, I just picked up something. Remember when he hit the stop, before he get to the stop loss, he's been making buy, sell, buy,
Yes,
sell.
yes.
And the way he hit the stop loss, when he's even coming to the reversal of the market, that same trend will still continue.
It's
because
still
the
giving
market-
you a profit
The
back.
market is not straight like that. It must always up and down, up and down.
But it depends. If you want a version,
When he hit the
it's
stop
my
loss.
hobby. 5 days, I'll finish it. If you want a version that when you hit your stop loss, you
Close.
never trade again
Had-
until you
Trigger it.
trigger it again. I can do that.
So when it plays it reaches the stop loss, right?
Yeah.
It places another automatically.
Currently now it plays another one.
Now, when it plays one, it also gonna go to the 1% of the spot.
Of course.
Okay.
You're gonna go to this $10
Like
36.
everything that we've done, okay,
Yes.
it's gonna put it there with the stop loss.
All what you see here is forever until you come to hard close and change this hard close to become true. Then it will never trade again. Or if you don't put hard close, don't let me confuse you. You put stop trade to true because hard close is very hard. That's why we call it hard close. It's gonna close both positive and negative. But if you put if you put this to be true, ne? It will close this trade first before it will not place a trade again. It will close that one that's already open one, it will close it first. You understand? The only thing is just know how to use the tools. You can't get perfect tools. But the one you have, learn how to use it. If you said, okay, when my stop loss is hit, I don't want any trade again, you can sit down, draft the algorithm, and develop it again. I don't have problem with that. I'll do it. Ayana, is everything okay?
No, it's fine. I just wanted to check something. Remember last time I put it in place? I don't know what is happening.
Okay.
I actually can't place. Actually, when I try something, I place on my phone because my laptop as well. But no, please.
Maybe I did something as well.
I know. It should be.
Maybe.
So I think we are going to stop the class here. Is everything okay? Then I'll come and meet you on the reef. So let me stop the recording.
So did you